Grease Lightning slides under the truck, and look at that roll! Another truck in trouble, but look at this. It's hanging on for dear life. And Donald Duck can fly. Welcome to the Junkyard Joust, a miniature action sports spectacle. I'm Aaron Yonda. We've got 5 teams vying for the main event tonight, but only 3 of them can move on. Here are your 5 teams: the Quackening, Neon, Nashers, Jetstreak, Truculent, and Roadstars. We'll take a closer look at each team as we go, but for now, let's joust. First up, for this kind of ridiculous team, the Quackening, it's the Penguin Duck, sponsored by Regal Radio. And off to a bit of a rough start for the Penguin Duck, tumbles right over on its side. That does not bode well for this vehicle. If you're sideways or upside down at the end of the round, you're out. Corvette Stingray now for Neon Nashers, sponsored by Swedenborg Smorgasbord. Corvette Stingray knocks the Duck right off, almost makes a recovery, but then flips over, and that thing is toast. I would have made a sitting duck pun, but I couldn't even do that because it was never upright. Up first for Jetstreak, it's going to be Bon Voyage, sponsored by Liz's Wizard Arts and Witchcrafts. Bon Voyage tries to undercut the Stingray, but cannot get under. And now everyone's pushed up to the front of the track, starting the line of cars. Up first for Truculent, it's the 75 GMC service bed truck, sponsored by Wolfwood Fiber Art. This is a heavy vehicle, and it does manage to push both cars off. Corvette Stingray almost flips over and recovers, but can't quite do it. Bon Voyage gets lucky. The Roadstars are a lively team of roadsters, appropriately enough. And one of the nice things about these vehicles is some of them have room for riders. Baby Cookie's gonna head down in Hooligan, sponsored by Ellie's Hop Shop. And Baby Cookie goes flying headfirst into the crates and bounces and rolls. But don't worry, Baby Cookie is one of the toughest babies around, and she has a lot of fun doing this. She didn't fly outside the junkyard this time, so that's good. Luckily, we've got Captain Picard keeping watch on Cookie over by the shuttlecraft.
I'm waiting.
Just in case anything happens. Next up for the Quackening, it's Duck Duck, sponsored by Jen's Mock Duck and More. Duck Duck does not have any better luck than the other duck. Bounces right off a hooligan and goes sideways. This team is doing pretty quacktastic, if you ask me. And it looks like Winneborgo is up to something on the side of the field. They're just transported over by Picard. I don't know if they're talking or what. Winneborgo, of course, under the control of the board. Here comes Zenderfact 4, sponsored by Chome. Zenderfact 4, another awkward hit, flips upside down, and Hooligan goes over as well. Is this going to be another massacre like the last qualifier? A lot of cars out right now. And what's going on with Winneborgo transporting? And wait a minute, Picard? Where did Picard go? Was this something they agreed upon? Did Picard just get card-napped? Okay, I'll try to get the puns under control, but this Quackening team's making it difficult. Fusion Buster's up for Jetstreak, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Fusion Buster finishes off Zenderfact. Duck Duck goes off. And right now we've only got 3 cars alive out of the 8 that are down there. Truculent is an aptly named team of aggressive trucks, GMCs and Chevys. Up next for them, it's the 84 GMC Sierra 2500, sponsored by Crow and Turtles Mini Painting. Nice heavy hit there by the Sierra and knocks his teammate, the GMC flatbed, off the track, but he stays alive, and that's what Junkyard Joust is about, survival. The 33 Ford Roadster's got a passenger. It's the Borg. This car is sponsored by Ellis Wurtenberger. The Roadster rams the back of the Sierra, and the Borg jumps into the bed of the truck briefly and then jumps out. He decided he didn't want to stay in the back of that truck. Kind of hides down there amongst all the vehicles. That looks sort of safe. Hope he's not going to try to assimilate any of these vehicles. Now up for the Quackening, it's Daffy, sponsored by Regal Radio. Daffy jumps off the back of the Roadster, a nice flying leap, but unfortunately cannot land it. Slides in and turns sideways, almost enough to count as a survival, but as you know, it's got to be 45-degree angle or less. Zodic now for the Nashers, sponsored by Regal Radio. Zodic does not go off the back of that Roadster, starts pushing it up on the truck. Good hit. Jetstreak is back with some serious undercutting power. You might remember Jet Threat 3. He made it all the way to 4th place back in the Season 2 finals. Up now, though, for Jetstreak, it's Nitro Scorcher, sponsored by Sid from Cybertron. Nitro Scorcher boots Zodic off the track, and now that Roadster is somehow going up on the back of the pickup, and Scorcher is curbside. 84 GMC Sierra Classic 1500, sponsored by Stump's Tree Farm. And a giant slam by that Sierra Classic, and it might just have taken out 3 cars. Zodic and Scorcher are both out, and the Roadster is really close. Scorcher looks like a tough vehicle to take out, but he just flipped it over. It still rolls, but that is upside down. Roadstars are gonna send down 3-window 34, sponsored by TJG. 3-window, a nice hit, but can't get the line of cars to break. Those trucks are holding things up. Locks it in. Quackening sending down the Vendetta Donald Duck, sponsored by Chemical Knight. Vendetta pops that 3-door off the track on the back of the tent, on the back of that Sierra Classic, and the 3-door is done. Another elimination and the first sign of life on the Quackening team. Neon Nashers have been around since season 1. They haven't had a whole lot of success. They've got 3 out in this round already. HW Prototype 12 now, sponsored by Bion Automotive. Donald Duck takes flight and makes a nice landing right over there, nestled between Duck and the Roadster. I think that's a recovery. Unfortunately, not so good for the Prototype, just flips right over. Neon Nashers in rough shape. Look out below, here comes Jet Thread 3 for Jet Streak, sponsored by Brendan Walsh. Jet Thread 3 knocks that Prototype all the way over into the tires, almost into the junkyard. That's going to be another elimination for Neon Nashers. Man, they are suffering here. 86 Chevy M1008, sponsored by Kieran Shelton, going to take a shot. The Park Ranger truck pushes Jet Threat underneath one of his own teammates. Of course, all these trucks still mostly on the track. Can't quite get it to flip over. It is just barely hanging on right there. Roadstars are going to send down the 29 Ford pickup, sponsored by Sloss Automotive Sachet and Buffet. The Ford pickup flips right off the track. A very disappointing hit right there. Flips over, goes upside down, does not cause any damage. Truculent got to be pretty pleased how this is shaking out. Mr. Farrier's class is back, and they are sponsoring the Quackening. Beware the Duck. Thanks for the sponsorship, guys. Here comes Donald 80 Graham, sponsored by Beaks Busted Barn Finds. Donald sort of makes a slow attempt to hit there. Might have been a prudent thing to do. Don't want to go too fast. You go right off the track. See if this works out for him. He's going to take a hit from Neon Bullet, sponsored by Liz's Wizard Arts and Witchcrafts. The bullet bounces off the back of Donald, and so far that's working out for him because the bullet just goes right off the track. Not in a good position right there. That could end badly. Going to take a hit from Greased Lightning right now, sponsored by Judy Collins. Greased Lightning, look at that! Neon Bullet gets flung upside down on the side of the track, and Donald flips over forward, somehow balancing on his forehead on the top of that Park Ranger truck. Greased Lightning might have just got 2 eliminations on that hit. Now here comes the 99 Chevy Silverado for Truculent, sponsored by Hendrika's Heavy Hauling. The Silverado, a nice slam, and man, got some good action on that. Donald is plucked from the track. Only teams on the track right now are Truculent and Jet Streak. Roadstar sending down the Mod Rod, sponsored by Bentley's Brakes and Bumpers. Final car of the round. A nice smack on the back of that Silverado, but can't get a whole lot happening on the track. And I gotta tell you folks, I thought last qualifier was a lot of eliminations in the first round. Well, guess what? 15 cars in this round have been eliminated. I'm pretty sure that's a record of some sort. Not only that, we had damage on 2 of the trucks from Truculent. We lost a bumper and a hitch. Taking a look at the aftermath, the Quackening have barely ducked elimination with just 1 remaining. The Neon Nashers not so lucky. All 5 cars eliminated in round 1. Wow. Roadstars are down to 1. Jet Streak and Truculent each lost 1 apiece. They are looking pretty good right now. Truculent's going to start us off again with the GMC service bed. The GMC zooms down the track and lands up at the front, pushing our track buffer all the way up with him. Jetstreak's gonna take a shot at that truck with Greased Lightning. Greased Lightning had 2 eliminations last round, and whoa, cannot quite do it. What a hit. The truck goes over and makes a recovery. I'm seeing pieces all over the place. I don't know if something broke or if that was from last round. Surprising roll from that boxy truck. The Quackening's last chance to stay in the match, Vendetta Donald. Donald hits the back of Scorcher and goes curbside. That's never good. When you're curbside, you're vulnerable. Modrod's got a chance to take Donald out here and secure a slot in the main event for Roadstars. Modrod speeds into Donald. Donald goes upside down up on the front of Scorcher. There's still room for movement here. There's still a chance that car could recover. It is not over yet. Here comes a 67-gram hit from the Truculent team. The 84 GMC finishes off Donald. Donald up by the crates, upside down, unlikely to be recovering up there. Scorcher gets physically removed from the track, and now Modrod has to survive. Otherwise, we're gonna have a tie for 3rd place. Last qualifier, as you know, we had a 3-way tie for 3rd place. Could it happen again? Here comes Jet Streak with Jet Threat 3. A nice undercut there by Jet Threat, but that truck is gripping the side of the track, refusing to go over. Kinda looks like he's hung up on one of the wings of Jet Threat. Silverado's gotta be careful here. He's gonna take out his own teammate. A punishing hit from the Silverado, and the 84 GMC slides across Donald, almost manages to make a recovery, and so does Donald. That was really close, but they are both done. Meanwhile, Modrod is in trouble right here, Jetstreak underneath. Here comes Bon Voyage for the streak. Bon Voyage pops Modrod up, but Modrod doesn't slide off the edge. Man, that car is just barely clinging on to survival here. 2 cars left. One of them is the Chevy M1008 for Truculent. The Chevy says Bon Voyage to Bon Voyage, and that car is upside down over by his teammate. Not coming back from that. Good hit. Final car of the round, Fusion Busta. Fusion Buster doesn't make anything new happen, and Modron hangs on, and we have just avoided a tie situation. And unbelievably, this match is over in 2 rounds. We had 15 eliminations last time. We had 3 in this round, and that was enough to finish it up. Let's take a look at our aftermath. Quackening was eliminated. Jetstreak and Truculent each lost 1. Pretty good effort on their part, and Roadstars managed to stay alive. And that's all that counts. Your survivors for this match. Moving on to the main event, Truculent, Roadstars, and Jetstreak. Congratulations to the winners. And if I'm not mistaken, I just heard the Borg cube open up, and look at this. Indeed, Picard was kidnapped. This is certainly an act of aggression by the Borg. How is Baby Cookie gonna respond to this? I guess we'll find out next time. Next time on the Joust, we've still got some unfinished business. We need 2 teams for the main event. We're gonna resolve the 3-way tie and the controversy with Crimson and Tool Time in 1 runoff. Thanks to Meme Lord for that suggestion. This is gonna be pretty fun. Here are all the teams that have qualified for the main event. And from what we've seen in these qualifiers, I think it's gonna be an amazing competition. I cannot wait. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you around. And if you want to sponsor a car and support this show, head over to patreon.com/junkyardjoust. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Joust.